Hey there, people. It's me, and it is Sunday the 22nd, and I did not get to do a video like I told you guys I would try to do, mainly because I recorded a video, but what happened, long story short, no matter how many times I tried to download it, it wouldn't download. The internet down there blows. Anyways, forgive me for laying down, but I'm still pretty sore, still pretty exhausted. I've never had quite this extensive of a surgery before, so I didn't recover. I still haven't recovered as quickly as I would have liked to. So they did it again. I was supposed to have my surgery on the 14th, but as soon as I landed, they asked me if I wanted to do it that day, and I was just like, sure. So I went and I just had it done. I went in about 4 o'clock, yeah, and they wheeled me out to my husband at 9:30. So when I woke up, I was not in any pain at all, which was the part that I was afraid about. I was afraid that I would wake up to enormous amounts of pain, and I didn't have any pain at all. I was really surprised. They left the catheter in for about 24 hours, and after that I had to get up, and that was uncomfortable. I didn't have, to be perfectly honest, this whole time, I've had only slight discomfort in my breasts. I don't know if you can see, but you know, they're up where they're supposed to be. They are hard as rocks, which is totally normal at this point in the game. It's gonna take, 2 to 4 months for them to soften up, and they may not get to their complete potential until, after 6 months. Everybody's different, and you can't tell how it's gonna go. So, but breasts, little discomfort, not too bad. Abdomen, hard. The incision, I have no incision pain. When they tied my abdominal muscles together, there is discomfort there. It feels like I've done a million crunches, so that there is that discomfort. There's also the discomfort from the tightness of the skin. It does feel tight, and it's kind of odd, and you just don't want to stand up straight. However, I did get quite a bit of pain, and excuse me, I'm sorry. Did get quite a bit of pain and discomfort from my liposuction. Now, if you're going for liposuction here in the States, that's the way to do it. Because here in the States, what they do is they inject a fluid that has 3 purposes, basically. One is to dissolve the fat, which makes it easier for it to be suctioned out. 2 is there's a kind of lidocaine in it, so it's a painkiller. Very effective, so I've heard. The 3rd is to prevent bleeding. It's a okay, I used to remember the name, but I can't think of it right now. It keeps you from bleeding, which keeps you from bruising. So, they don't do any of that in Mexico. So, yeah, your back, where I had most of my lipo on my back, and my flanks, my sides, everywhere where he did lipo, I look like I've been hit by a truck. There's just tons of bruising. I mean, I literally look like I've been hit by some kind of motor vehicle or beat to shit with a baseball bat. It just looks horrible, and I'm swollen like nobody's business. And it hurts. It hurts a lot, actually. It feels like your back is on fire. And when you go to get up and lay down, it feels like somebody has filleted the skin off of your back and then laid it back down, and then every time you move, it starts ripping the little the pieces that are trying to stick back to your muscle. It feels like it's tearing loose. So it burns, and it's not all pleasant. So yeah, that part hasn't been too fun. And the swelling, I'm going to show you laying down how I look. But I'm going to tell you right now, I am so swollen. If it tells you anything, I went to Mexico weighing 190 pounds. They took a gallon of fat off of my back. That's roughly 8 pounds of fat. They took roughly 5 pounds of fat off each side of my abdomen. So little less is what he said, little less than 10 pounds of skin. So I should have lost 18 pounds, roughly. Okay, 190 when I went down. When I just weighed myself yesterday when I got home, I'm 195 pounds. Very, very swollen. And you can tell because all of my clothes leave indentations, deep indentations into my flesh. It actually just starts to puff out the sides of where my bra sits or my underwear sits, and you can push on it. I mean, it's some serious edema. So I've actually haven't seen any weight loss yet because of the amount of fluids that I'm retaining, the amount of bruising, and it's probably going to take, I'm sorry, this breast is a little sore. It's probably going to take a couple of weeks for the swelling to go down. You know, they've already told me my figure looks really good, but they've already told me that it'll look a lot better once all the swelling has gone down, and I may not see the end of my swelling until well into month 2 or 3. So, anyways, I'm going to show you real fast the incision and my abdomen and how flat it is. I know that I'm laying down, but it looks pretty much the same when I'm standing up. The only difference you can tell is the puffiness from the swelling, especially around my belly button. That it bulges a little bit more because of the swelling. But when you press on it, you can tell that it's just all water. It's kind of sad. So, anyways, here we go. These are the new girls. See if I can lift. I've got gauze under there. You can see where, oh yeah, I'm wearing a bra. Forgot about that. So, that's a skin issue that I have. Don't worry about that. So, here is my very flat tummy. Obviously, I was never going to be able to get rid of all those stretch marks because I was just way too big. Interestingly, you can see the scars from my gastric sleeve. Now, this was the highest scar that I had, and this one used to be up here. So that can tell you just how far, I mean, they pulled it far. I had a lot of extra skin. So here we go. There's my new belly button. It looks like that because I've got Neosporin in there. So don't freak out. It's not like juicy or anything. And then, uh-oh. My scar is extremely low. So there it is. You can see right there. See, that's swelling right there. Okay. I don't have a flap there. It's just, look at all that swelling. You can see how much I can push it in. All swelling. All of that is just really pissed off, but nice and flat. Now, I hate to get into details but you know, I had a very pronounced fupa. If you don't know what that is, Google it, because I don't want to explain it. Well, I guess, you know, the term is fatty upper pelvic area. I had a lot of fat around my, you know, place, and he basically chopped it off, and it's all flat now. See, this is all flat. So I don't have that fupa that I had. So I had my apron, and then below that, where my pubic area was, I had another flap, which was the fupa. So that's all gone and flat now. And as you can see, I haven't gotten to take any of the tape off. They tell you to leave the tape on so you don't rip or tear anything off. And you can see how flat I am, except for that swelling, and that'll go away. All of this is just really pissed off and swollen. I don't know if I can, now that bruising looks a million times better than what it did. I have quite a bit more higher up. Yeah, you can start to see a little bit there, but a lot of it is on my back, and so every time I lay down, it hurts. I'm not gonna lie, it hurts, and your back has this really weird feeling, like it's almost like it's numb. You can still feel pressure, but there's this weird numbness. But unfortunately, it doesn't numb the pain. It has this weird way that you register sensations now. I have to wear, I'm not wearing it right now. I'm not wearing my binder, my compression garment right now, because I've been wearing it for like 5 days straight, and it's in the washer because so I'm just kind of free for the moment. The compression garment has a plus side and a negative side, and the plus side is you feel like you can move more freely in it without hurting yourself. The bad side is that after a while you start to swell more, and you can feel it. You start to feel like you're wearing a tighter and tighter and tighter corset, and it really starts to hurt, pinching and tightening, and you can really start to swell, because when you first put it on and you're not as swollen, you know, it fits like a glove and your body looks awesome. I was like, woo, I'm gonna look like this, that's awesome. And then I was walking around for a couple of hours, and all of a sudden I just felt really uncomfortable, and I started noticing a bulge on my sides and my abdomen, and I realized that I was swelling up, and that's what was making it so uncomfortable. So yeah, that sucked. But otherwise, once again, I had a great experience there. The doctor was great. The nurses were great. A little bit more problem with communication this time around. Dr. Yanis has a lot more nurses that only speak Spanish, but there was never anything too difficult that I couldn't figure out with them. We ended up downloading a translation app on our phones that helped a lot. I recommend that to anybody that's going down there. Get an app. So anyways, I don't know if I can show you since I'm wearing a bra and I'm not totally naked. These are them, the new girls, and as you can see, they are just rock hard. They don't like to move at all. As you get, tapping the tops, you know, where my nipples are, obviously. No pain, you know, little soreness in this area. You know, you're supposed to massage. Again, ignore the spots. I have a skin issue. It's not contagious or anything. It's just some stupid crap that my skin does that I absolutely can't stand. Anyways, again, I'm really sorry that I didn't get to post a video sooner. It's just I tried, and I had one video. I was really stoned. I'll probably download it later, but it was right when I got out of surgery, and apparently my husband let me have my phone, and I recorded. I was so stoned on medication. I was just coming out of surgery, but I'll do that later. So I'm going to put this one up, and if you guys have any questions, let me know. I'll be posting more updates as we go along, because I know that, you know, people want to see, and I am still really swollen. So take it easy, guys, and I will post another one probably next week as we go along, alright? Alright, have a good one.